But the nub of it is, we have a Muslim population in Britain growing by about 75% every 10 years. Right? That's just where we are.
Mm-hmm.
If we politically alienate the whole of Islam, we will lose. We'll lose.
So how does one include
We
them?
will lose. By 2050, goodness knows what kind of a terrible state we're going to be in.
And commentator Douglas Murray has gone a step further, slamming UK lawmakers' attempt to define Islamophobia, which is yet another attempt to marginalise the non-Muslim community in the UK.
Well, I think it's pretty outrageous for lots of reasons. I mean, one of them is that British Muslims have the same protection as any other citizen in the United Kingdom. You're not allowed to harass or, attack places of worship or buildings or anything else. And those laws exist for everybody of any faith and none. And the problem about this attempt by the Labour government, with a really disastrous former Conservative MP leading it, to set up this commission that's going to try to identify so-called Islamophobia, is among other things, it's simply not going to work. Nobody's ever been able to satisfactorily define Islamophobia because it's almost impossible. In fact, it is impossible to draw a line between, among other things, to allow it to remain legal to say anything critical of the religion of Islam or anything that seems to offend any large Muslim group or indeed any individual Muslim. I mean, when people in the UK, as in other Western countries, start talking about Islamophobia laws, among other things, I really want them to answer the question of why it is they are so obsessed with this non-issue of defining an absolutely indefinable term, and why they don't spend more time, for instance, instead of talking about this fake phobia, talking about, I don't know, the school teacher in Batley in the north of England who remains in hiding several years after he was accused of blasphemy by local Muslim leaders in the north of England for talking about cartoons of Islam's founder, Muhammad. I mean, I wouldn't mind if the government was looking into Batley Grammar School phobia for its teachers, or the many other things. Like, I mean, how about the